Yo guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. Hope you are doing well, and welcome back to another part of my mini series that I've been doing recently, which is showing you guys cards that I'm thinking of getting submitted for grading. And today is all about Ace Grding. Now, if you haven't checked out my previous video, I actually give my honest opinion on everything that's been announced with Randolph and Ace Grding, so be sure to go check that out. But today I'm going to be showing you guys, as I've mentioned right here, this collection of cards, which after the announcement I thought, you know what, these might be some really cool cards to submit to Ace Grding. So if you do enjoy this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up, and also be sure to subscribe, and also be sure to go follow me on Facebook Gaming, because I stream Pokemon Unite over there, as well as playthroughs such as Pokemon Fire Red. I'm going to be doing all of them over on my Facebook page, so be sure to come check it out, drop it a follow, and come hang out in the live streams. I've actually got some of you guys playing alongside with me, which is a lot of fun, so if you want to get involved, be sure to go do that. But back to the cards. As you can see right here, I'm going to be going through these and showing you guys why I'm going to be potentially sending these through Ace Grding, and then also just try and kind of predict the grade of what the cards could potentially get, and so on and so forth. So let's get into the first card. First up, let's have a look at the back. The back here is actually really good. Now, one thing I will say is that the corners are cut a little bit strangely, and from seeing this, I can tell you now, I have a feeling it's going to be an X and Y error card. I've actually shuffled these up, so I don't know what cards are in order. But yeah, let's just have a look at what the first card is. So, oh wow, okay. We have a Scizor EX from the XY era. This is such a beautiful card. Look how much this card looks like it's flying out of the card with his claw right here. Now, a reason why I thought that this would be a really good card to potentially submit to Ace Grding is because if you saw the announcement trailer, they actually showcased an Umbreon EX, and with the Ace label, it actually looks really cool. Now this, in my opinion, if this had an Ace label, you see how you kind of got him doing like a move with this like line right here? If that carried on into a label, that could look pretty cool, to be fair. So not only do I really like this Scizor EX card, I think Scizor is quite a popular Pokemon. This would actually look really cool with an Ace label, in my opinion. And also, like, kind of, if you want to do the colorway, you can kind of have the silver or the metallic kind of look. It'd be interesting if they gave it like a black border as well, and then it would be really cool if they gave the number of the grade, like that gold, like on the EX. I think that'd be really decent. But yeah, first card is this Scizor EX. I think it looks really nice. I love the hollow pattern on it as well, so we'll just put that to the side. And in terms of centering, actually, let's have a quick look from the front. This actually looks really good. The only thing I would say is maybe the cuts in the corners are a little bit like strange, but I don't know how well that would kind of be taken into account when it comes to grading. Okay, next card. I actually had a quick little look. The back on this is actually really good. And the front, we can see that this is a promo card of the Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno. This is from Hidden Fates. This is what you actually get in an ETB of Hidden Fates, and I think this is probably one of the coolest cards in the Sun and Moon era. Like the metallic, not metallic, the what is it, the stainless glass. I think that looks really cool. And yeah, in terms of centering on this as well, this to me looks perfect. Like, I feel like this could definitely get a 10. And then kind of going back to the Ace label again, the reason why I could potentially send this is, like, imagine what they would do. I'd just be interested to see what they would do for the Ace label with this. Would they kind of do the same pattern as the glass? Would they do all these like amazing colors as well? Like, it just would just look really interesting to me to see what it would come out. But I also do fear that with cards like this, that the label actually might make the card look worse, in my opinion, because I feel like it's very touch and go with these labels. Like, it could either make the card look really good, or some of them could potentially make the card look worse, just in my opinion. I don't know, I'd have to see it to kind of give you my full opinion, but I don't know, I'm just worried that maybe some of the label designs or the colors, or it has to be perfect, in my opinion, for it to look amazing. So yeah, that is this card. I think that could definitely get a 10 as well. Okay, so moving on to the next card, we now have this gold secret rare in turbo patch. Now, like, I just want to see what they would do with the one color match label, and then two, also, if they decided to do Ace labels for gold secret rares, like, how would that come across? Will it have like the same kind of like glittery pattern? Like, I don't know, I just would be intrigued to see how it comes out. And I actually really like this card as well. I love the gold cards. They're really cool. They're a cool addition to the Sword and Shield era as well, and I'm a big fan of it. In terms of centering on this one, I think it's a tiny, do you know what, like the most minuscule amount thinner on this side. I don't know. Other than that, I think it's a very good centering. I think this could definitely pass off as a 10. The front, in my opinion, is perfect as well. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. And it'll be interesting to see how like Ace grading kind of like grade. Are they harsh? Are they strict? Are they a bit more lenient than other companies? Like, are they going to give subgrades, like maybe online or something? It'll be very interesting to see. Now, the next card is... Oh, okay, so we have the regular version of the Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno. And another reason why I'd like to send this one off is... how would they do like a colorway match label for this as well? Like, because there's 3 birds. What would the color be? Would it be one of the birds? Would it be all 3? I don't know. It'd be interesting to see. But in terms of centering on this one, again, I think this is very good. Genuinely think this is very good. The back, though, I would say is a little bit thicker on this side if we're comparing. But we'll have to wait and see if that is enough to like determine a 10 or a 9. I think it's an absolute 9 minimum. Right, moving on to the next card. Let's have a look what we got here. Oh, beautiful. Look at this card right here. Blastoise EX from the X and Y era. Look, like this is just like the sizzle. I love what they did with the artwork of making it actually like pop out of the border. Like you got his cannon, you got like water. I think this looks amazing. I'm going to put the lighting up a bit as well so we can see these cards a little bit better. But yeah, love to see this. I'd love to see if they did like an Ace label for this. Blastoise is an OG. And I don't know about the grading on this one. I think the back, this side's thinner, but only slightly. But on the front here, the left is much thinner than the right. So it'd be interesting to see how this comes out. It'd be interesting to see what sort of labels they would do. Would they do an Ace label for this? Would they do a cool colorway match with the gold trim? I don't know. That's one thing I hope as well. Like, for instance, with this card right here, as the border's gold, I would love... if people did like a colorway label or color match label, I don't know why I keep calling it colorway, the color match label, I'd hope that they give it like a gold trim as well. I think that would look really cool. Right, next card, let's have a look. Oh, look at this. Okay, so our first rainbow rare, we have Rillaboom VMAX. Now, the reason I want to get this card graded is because I want to get every final form of, or final evolution of the Gen 8 starters graded. And also, it's a rainbow rare. So, once again, with Ace Grading, I'd be intrigued to see how they kind of do their labels for a rainbow rare. Like, especially if you did the color match, how would that look? Like, will it have the same kind of like glossy, glittery effect? Like, each rainbow rare has like a different like pattern, hollow pattern. Will the label match that? And then also, if they did a Ace label grade, how would that look with a rainbow rare? Like, I don't know, I'm just intrigued to see. So if they ever did that, I definitely would be interested in seeing how it would look, like actually graded as well. So I've put this in the pile. And in terms of centering on this one, I think this is very good. I think this is tiny bit thinner on the bottom compared to the top, but it might get away with being a 10. If not, it's definitely a 9 because there's no nicks on it or anything like that. Right, next card. Let's fly through this. We have just the VMAX instead of the Rainbow Rare again. Like I said, it'll be interesting to see if how the color match label looks, or if they did an Ace label. In terms of centering on this, a little bit thinner on the left compared to the right if you look at the bottom corners. And then the back is a little bit thinner on the right, but ever so slightly. I think that would get away with it. So we got 2 of the Rillabooms right there. Like I said, I want to get graded versions of all of the starters final forms. And then let's move on to the next card. We have the Cinderace. Very cool card right here. Cinderace is like getting used a lot in Pokemon Unite, which is really cool. I need to unlock it and try it out. Like I said, if you want to come play Pokemon Unite or watch some of the streams, be sure to check it out on in the description. Follow me on Facebook Gaming. Right, here is the centering on this one. I'd love to see how they did like the labels with this one right here. Would they have like the cloud as well for Gigantamax? I don't know. It would just be interesting to see. In terms of centering on this one, a little bit thin on the right. So I don't know if that would get a 10 or not. I don't know if it would get past just. But we will have to wait and see. Next up, we have this Urshifu Full Art alternate art. Now, I put this in the pile because I want to know what they plan on doing with alternate arts. We saw a Ace label for the Moltres V alternate art in the announcement video. So are they planning on doing that with all alternate arts? Because if they did, this would be a really cool one. Like, I love the background of this Urshifu V. I think it would make a really cool label to do. And I think this card, I think alternate arts kind of deserve a Ace label. I feel like they would look much better with an Ace label than they would just a color match. Obviously you have to pay £5 more, but I don't know. I think if you're having such a special art card, you kind of want to like keep up that epicness with the artwork with the label as well. So I think with these, I think either a standard or maybe an Ace label would be the best. I don't know if a colorway would kind of do it justice, but that's just my opinion. But yeah, this is the Urshifu V. I really like this card, and it's pretty good centering. The left's a little bit thinner, so I would have to wait and see what that would come back. Up next is the big boy. We have the Urshifu Rapid Strike VMAX as well. I just want to see what this would come back and look like, to be honest, with a I don't know, like it'd be interesting to see how long you have to wait to find if a card can get an Ace label or not. And yeah, I just would love to see what this would look like with one, or maybe a colorway, because with the color, I keep calling it colorway, with the color match, sorry, I want to know how they're going to do it with all these like amazing colors, because it's a bit more easy, or a bit more easier, as we saw with like the Charmeleon they showed off. But when it's got a card with loads of colors, how are they going to do the color match? Like, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. Next up, we have, oh yeah, this looks awesome. This Venusaur VMAX. Now, this is the only Venusaur VMAX we have at the moment. And it looks like an absolute beast. You could get this through the promo collection box. And yeah, I just want to get this graded because it's one of the OGs. You guys know Charizard's my favorite, but you can't go without Blastoise and Venusaur as well. The three amigos. And yeah, I kind of just want to get this one graded. And it'll be interesting to see what they decide to do, if they decide to do an Ace label with this, or how they would kind of implement a color match with this as well. So in terms of quality, this is very off-centered, unfortunately. As you can see, the bottom and the left is a lot thicker than the right and the top. But like I said, I just want to get a graded version of the three amigos of Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur. Up next, we then have the Blastoise VMAX. This card looks epic. Look how amazing that card looks. Like, genuinely, I'm such a fan of this card. I think it looks amazing. I think they've done a sick card, but a sick job with this card, sorry. But at the same time, I want to see what Ace Grading can do with the label with this, because we got blues, we got greens, we got reds, we have everything. Like, surely with the color match, you can't just do one solid color with this. Like, I don't think it would work, in my opinion. I don't know. I'm only saying this because I've never, like, I just can't picture it. Maybe if I actually saw it, it would actually beat my expectations. But I'd have to wait and see. And that's why I'm thinking of sending these in, because it would be very interesting to see. In terms of centering in this one, much better than the Venusaur. But yeah, I love this Blastoise. Could definitely potentially get a 10. Moving on to the next card, we have Venusaur V. I'm going to fly through these because I don't want to make this video massively long for you guys. But I think this is the only Venusaur. No, there's actually another Venusaur V which we got in Champions Path. So I just want to get anything that's Venusaur, Blastoise, or Charizard, I want to get graded. I guess with the solid color on that one, would like the color match would be fine, because they probably would just do like green, and this one they would do blue. Up next we have Blastoise V, which I think is the only Blastoise V we have so far. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I actually think this is the only one that is out there at the moment. In terms of centering, the front looks good, and the back actually looks really good too. So I'd love to see what they decide to do. If they did like a Ace label for this, would they continue like the water getting pumped out like above the card? That'd look pretty cool, in my opinion. Next up, we have another gold card right here. Like I said before, I just want to submit some gold secret rares and see what they can do with the labels with the color match, and then maybe even an Ace label. I think that would look really cool. Moving on to the next card, we have this. Oh wow, look, Lugia GX from Lost Thunder. Now the reason I've put this aside is because not only is this card epic, I don't think it will get a 10 if I remember rightly. The only thing I can see on this card is that there is a nick in the top left, as you can see right there, which is slightly annoying. But in terms of like a label, like you see how much is going on here. We've got like, I don't know if that's water or wind or whatever it is. It looks like he's about to do like a Kamehameha out of his mouth. But like, imagine that continuing on from the label. Like, I think that would look really cool. I don't know if they would do an Ace label for this Lugia. I mean, Randolph loves Lugia, so maybe. But yeah, I think this would look really cool, and maybe even like a color match label could look pretty cool on this as well. But hopefully they kind of get like the same sort of like hollow pattern and stuff like that. I don't know. I would just be intrigued to see how this would look. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, guys. Are you agreeing with what I'm saying? It literally could be anything about Ace Grading. I want to read all your opinions. Are you thinking of sending the cards off there? And all that kind of stuff. So yeah, let me know. Up next is this Houndoom Battle Styles pre-release. I just thought I'd get this sent off because I don't have that many pre-release cards, and they would be quite fun to get graded. In terms of centering, the front on that looks perfect, and the back looks pretty decent too, to be fair. So it'll be interesting to see how that comes. But yeah, like I said, I don't really have that many pre-release cards, so we have this Cresselia up next. So I thought, you know what, let's get these graded, and we can just protect them and keep them in a good collection of pre-release cards. And it'll be interesting to see if they decide to do Ace labels for pre-release. Like, will they do certain labels depending on like the rarity of the card? Because pre-release cards are pretty rare. So yeah, I thought I'd send these off potentially, and just have a cool collection of pre-release cards. Up next, we have this Celebi Venusaur promo, which is amazing. Like, I can only imagine what they could do with like an Ace label on this. I think like you gotta continue the picture, right? Surely you have to have like more stuff coming on off the label from this card. But yeah, I actually done a video on this tin. I got this out of a tin, and this had some incredible packs in. So if you want to go, be sure to check out my channel. It's like the last 3 videos or 4 videos. We get some really cool cards in this, and yeah, I want to get that graded because that's probably one of my favorite tag team cards that Sun and Moon produced. Up next is this amazing rare Jirachi. I want to see what they can do with these sort of cards. Like, will they do Ace labels for amazing rares? I want to get a complete collection of amazing rares graded, and if they can do some really cool Ace labels for these, like, as you can see, the hollow bleeds into the card. Can you imagine if the hollow like bled into the label? That would look pretty cool. So yeah, it would be interesting to see what they do. If they do Ace labels, if they do color match, how are they going to do that with like such amazing colors in this picture? Like, they can't do one solid picture, one solid color, surely. Okay, so that was the Jirachi. Up next is the gold secret rare Water Energy from Chilling Reign. It'll be interesting to see what they do for this with a color match, and then even if they did an Ace label as well. These are just cards like I'm just interested to see what sort of creative ideas they would do with these, because these are such amazing cards. The label needs to be as amazing, in my opinion. Like, otherwise it kind of detracts from the card. Like, it will make the card deserves an amazing label if they're going to do it like that. So yeah, I don't know what they're going to do for this, how they would do it with an Ace label or a color match. Would it be the color of the water, and then you get the kind of like shiny in the label as well, but as well with the gold trim? I think that would work. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. What do you guys think? Do you agree with what I'm saying with like the label needs to match the epicness of the card? I think so. Up next is this Electro Charger Gold Secret Rare. This is from Team Up actually, so very cool card from a couple years ago. But yeah, like, imagine with this, for instance, you had the gold label, but you had like the energy spark like continuing. I think that would look really cool. And you got to keep like the sparkly shine, I guess, or whatever you want to call that, in as well. Up next is this card right here, which is this amazing rare Raikou, or Raikou, some people pronounce it. Just like the Jirachi, this needs to, if they're going to do an Ace label for amazing rares, this needs to be on point. It needs to look epic, just like this card, because amazing rares are like one of my favorite cards in the Sword and Shield era. I think they're such a cool addition and such a cool concept. In terms of centering on this one, the front actually looks pretty decent, and the back actually looks pretty decent too. I have a Raikou where the centering is so off, but luckily with this one, I've actually managed to get a good one. So yeah, the label definitely needs to match the card. Like, if they did a color match as well, are they just going to do a solid yellow, or are they going to kind of get this in as well? I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. I can't wait to see what sort of labels Ace Grading decide to do. But anyway, last card of today's video. If you have enjoyed this, guys, as well, please hit that thumbs up. It does help out massively. And let me know the thoughts on the cards I'm submitting. Do you like the collection? Just let me know. But here is the last card. It is Amazing Rare Celebi. Probably my favorite Amazing Rare. I just absolutely love the explosions of color coming from this artwork. I think it just looks insane. And if they did an Ace label that matched that, then I'm all in. I think that would look crazy. I think that would look so good, like, genuinely. In terms of centering on this one, very, very decent. I actually got sent this by one of you guys, so thank you so much. for sending me this. I'm very grateful. And yeah, I might actually get this graded and show you guys to see what it could potentially look like and come back as a grade. So yeah, but guys, that is going to wrap up this video. Like I said, let me know your thoughts down below on anything Ace grading related. Let me know your thoughts on the cards that I've showcase today, and also be sure to go follow me on Facebook Gaming, because I'm going to be streaming Pokemon Unite as well as playthroughs of lots and lots of Pokemon games, and you guys can get involved as well. And also, while you're there, be sure to go follow my Instagram. All of that is in the description. But yeah, hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you have, hit that thumbs up. If you are new, be sure to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one, but until then, I am